In November 1970, a partially burned body was found in a remote Norwegian valley called Isdalen Ice Valley. What police discovered about this woman's identity would become one of the most disturbing unsolved mysteries in European history. She had systematically erased every trace of her existence. No fingerprints on file. Face destroyed by fire. Labels cut from all her clothes. Fake identities scattered across multiple countries. And here's the part that will haunt you. She did all of this to herself before she died. The woman had been staying in multiple hotels under different fake names, speaking different languages, wearing disguises. Security cameras caught her checking in and out of hotels, always alone, always watching over her shoulder. Witnesses described her as terrified, paranoid, constantly looking behind her as if someone was following. Then suddenly, she disappeared into Ice Valley. Days later, hikers found her body surrounded by sleeping pills, a burned passport, and items that suggested she was running from something, or someone far more dangerous than anyone could imagine. When police arrived at the scene, nothing made sense. The woman's body was found in a remote hiking area that tourists never visit. Her face had been deliberately burned beyond recognition using accelerant. Near her body they found over 50 sleeping pills, multiple bottles, and her suitcases. All labels removed. But here's what's truly disturbing. The position of her body suggested she had tried to crawl away after ingesting the pills and setting herself on fire. Police traced her movements through hotel records. She had been traveling through Norway for weeks, checking into different hotels under 8 different fake identities. Each identity had matching luggage tags, fake passports, and complete backstories. At every hotel she paid in cash, spoke different languages. Sometimes German, sometimes French, sometimes English with different accents. Hotel staff remembered her because she seemed anxious, always requesting rooms facing the exit, always checking out earlier than planned. The fingerprints told an even stranger story. Her fingerprints had been deliberately sanded down, not recently, but systematically over time. Dental records led nowhere. The clothes in her suitcase were expensive, fashionable, but every single label had been carefully cut out. Every tag, every brand marking, every trace of where these items were purchased, completely removed. Even her jewelry had identifying marks scratched off. Then investigators found her last hotel room. Inside, they discovered coded notes written in a cipher that has never been deciphered. The notes contained what appeared to be meeting times, locations, and abbreviations that suggested intelligence work. There were also wigs, multiple pairs of glasses, makeup for disguises, and photographs of locations across Europe with handwritten notes in code. This wasn't a woman running from a bad relationship. This was someone trained in operational security. Someone who knew how to disappear. Theory 1. She was a spy caught in Cold War espionage. The timing fits perfectly. 1970, height of Cold War tensions. Norwegian intelligence was monitoring Soviet activities. Some investigators believe she was a double agent who was burned by her handlers and chose death over capture. The coded notes, the fake identities, the professional-level operational security all point to intelligence training. Theory 2. She witnessed something she shouldn't have. Perhaps she stumbled into classified information or saw something that made her a liability. The systematic erasure of her identity suggests she knew someone was looking for her, someone with resources and reach. She spent weeks running, changing identities, trying to stay ahead of whoever was tracking her. But here's the detail that investigators can't explain. Witnesses at her last hotel reported seeing a man in a dark coat watching her from across the street. Hotel staff said this man asked questions about her after she checked out. When police tried to find this man, he had vanished completely. Security footage from that week mysteriously disappeared from hotel archives. Someone with authority had removed evidence. The autopsy revealed carbon monoxide in her lungs, meaning she was breathing when the fire started. She had consumed enough sleeping pills to kill herself, but not enough to render her unconscious immediately. Toxicology showed unusual chemicals in her system, substances that weren't commercially available in 1970. The fire accelerant used was a type only accessible to military or industrial facilities. Her belongings included a spoon with suspicious residue that was never properly analyzed, a pink umbrella that seemed out of place with her other professional items, and most disturbing, a pair of sunglasses with prescription lenses that didn't match her actual prescription. Someone had given her glasses meant for someone else, possibly as a recognition signal for covert meetings. To this day, no one knows who she was. In 2016, Norwegian police reopened the case using modern forensic technology. Isotope analysis of her teeth revealed she grew up in the border region between Germany and France. DNA testing is ongoing, but so far no matches in any database worldwide. Her face has been reconstructed by forensic artists, but no one has come forward to identify her. The coded notes remain undeciphered. The man in the dark coat was never found. The missing security footage was never recovered. And somewhere in Europe, there might be someone who knows exactly who she was and what she was running from, but they've chosen to stay silent for over 50 years. The Isdal woman's grave in Bergen, Norway, simply reads, "Unknown Woman." Every year on the anniversary of her death, someone leaves flowers on her grave. Always anonymously, always the same type of flowers. Someone out there knows the truth. Someone is still watching. Someone remembers.